The Investec International Rugby Academy South Africa, headed by Muir, capitalizes on the demand for high-performance rugby tuition in South Africa.
Guys, very, very exciting, the Investec International Rugby Academy. Now, Dick, I know that you've got a passion for the development of rugby in South Africa. Where does this passion of yours stem from?
One of the biggest things about a rugby player's development is being able to teach him the skills early. So if you can teach a player skills at an early level, you can always add to that. And this for me was really evident when I was coaching the Sharks, and I saw some of the great players now who were very raw coming into the Sharks setup, and the amount of work that we had to do at a high level to be able to implement those skills. And it just became very apparent to me that we're losing out on a lot of top players that are able to kick on more so, and that is through poor coaching.
And the idea of the academy, it was your brainchild. Where did it originate from?
So when I went over to New Zealand in 2007 after having lost that very close Super 14 final, I went over there with the expectation of being on top of my game from a coaching perspective. But when I was there, I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of knowledge that was being shared amongst top coaches around the world. And you know, it was really something that I realised was badly needed in South Africa, and it was echoed by somebody like Nick Mallett, who was on the previous course, who said exactly the same. So when we returned to South Africa, I just had to make sure that this worked, and it was fortunate that we managed to hook up with Investec, who embraced our thoughts, and for them it was all about high performance and making sure that players manage themselves to the best of their abilities and perform at the highest level.
Now, Ruan, you guys operate at a very high and professional level, but in your words, why would you say the academy is so successful?
Well, I think it's an important blend of getting the elements right. You know, we've created, and together with the International Rugby Academy in New Zealand, a blueprint that really focuses on each and every aspect of a professional player. You know, it's from things like skills development, position-specific coaching, things like recovery, nutrition, mental toughness. All those things are important because we're trying to make a complete player. You know, and teach players to really see the bigger picture. And it's important for us to not only teach that, but also to partner ourselves with the correct partners like the USN. That help us with the recovery and with the supplementation and the information thereof, so that we can give the correct information over to the players.
And talking about USN, how does USN's involvement influence the players coming through the academy?
I think it's important, and knowledge is what we are after. And to have a partner like USN giving us that knowledge, you know, and assisting us in teaching these players when to take a certain supplement, which supplements to take. You know, on the market there's so many different supplements, and the players get confused. So it's about correct information, and also to have a balanced diet. And we want to teach them that food comes first, and supplementation is what the word says. It's supplement, and we need to supplement correctly. And that's where they've been a huge help and a great partner for us in giving that correct information to the players.
And looking ahead to the future, where would you like to see the academy going?
We've been going for nearly 4 years now, and it's been a really exciting journey. I mean, it's something that I wish I had been able to have had in my armory as far as my coaching was concerned, leading up to where I have coached. So for any coach, I think it's just an unbelievable opportunity. And for the players, it's not just a case of what they learn from a rugby perspective. It's a life-changing experience for these young men that are getting a fair understanding of what top sportsmen would say differentiates them from the other player. They would say, look, the one thing that stands out between me and the other guy at the top level is that the mental aspect, and nobody does that mental training. So it's there for these guys just to benefit from.
South Africans can look forward to more world-class rugby heating up local fields. Visit usn.co.za to up your game. It's all about results.